To ensure valid and statistically comparable data, all those using the GBVIMS must use the same approach to determine how to classify a given incident. The types of GBV included in the classification tool are listed from most specific to the broadest to ensure statistically comparable data, and these are rape, sexual assault, physical assault, forced marriage, denial of resources, opportunities, or services, and psychological and/or emotional abuse. We use a process of elimination to determine the most specific incident type to use when classifying a reported incident. So, how do you use the GBV-IMS classification tool? To determine the appropriate GBV classification for the incident described to you by the survivor, you'll need to ask yourself some questions. If the answer to the first question is no, based upon the description of the reported incident, continue down the list to the next question. Stop at the first question that can be answered yes. The GBV type corresponding to this question is what should be used to classify the incident. Let's take a look at those questions you need to ask to classify an incident of GBV using the GBV-IMS classification tool. First, did the reported incident involve penetration? If yes, classify the GBV as rape. If no, proceed to the next GBV type on the list. Did the reported incident involve unwanted sexual contact? If yes, classify the GBV as sexual assault. If no, proceed to the next GBV type on the list. Did the reported incident involve physical assault? If yes, this incident is classified as physical assault. If no, proceed to the next question. Was the incident an act of forced marriage? If yes, classify the GBV as forced marriage. If no, move to the next GBV type. Did the reported incident involve the denial of resources, opportunities, or services? If yes, classify the GBV as denial of resources, opportunities, or services. If no, on to the next question. Did the reported incident involve psychological or emotional abuse? If yes, classify the GBV as psychological and/or emotional abuse. If no, proceed to the next GBV type on the list. Last, did the reported incident involve GBV? If yes, start over at number 1 and try to reclassify the type of GBV again. If you have tried to classify the GBV multiple times, ask your supervisor or GBV-IMS focal point for support. If no, classify the violence as non-GBV. And that's how you use the GBV classification tool. To learn more, visit the GBV-IMS website.